Hi, guys. A very good morning and welcome to Africa and Beyond Television Network. The government, the Ministry of Information continues to turn a blind eye, but they've responded to Comrade Geza, though indirectly. And in their statement, they say that the nation should continue ignoring the delusional ramblings being made by former ZANU-PF member, Mr. Geza. This is what the Minister of Information, Publicity and Broadcasting Services, Jenfan Muskwere, said. I'm not so sure about how serious he is with such a statement, but I feel that they feel the pressure. They know whatever which is happening right now in the nation of Zimbabwe, and they are probably running scared. Let me be clear with one thing. No matter how these people try to maintain a brave face, it will not change the circumstances that things are not well in Zimbabwe. So the reason why people are resonating with whatever which Comrade Geza is saying is because people have suffered. And only a serious government will then listen to those concerns from the people, will ask itself questions. Why are people following Comrade Geza? How many people are speaking? How many people have been speaking? And why is it that people are paying attention more to Comrade Geza? That is a very, very important question which any reasonable leader would ask. It's like when you have a family, there are moments where you start to see your family changing behavior, and you have to ask yourselves, why is it that there is a change in behavior? If they are your children, you then start to observe them, and then you deal with whatever problem which might be affecting them. The moment you start to ignore critical signs and symptoms, then it becomes a problem. So we need to take a look onto this video and understand what he had to say.
Would like to assure the nation that no violent demonstration will ever see the light of the day. Zimbabweans are encouraged to ignore Geza's delusional ramblings. His polemic and reactionary grandstanding is a clear misdirection of ambition. He and his team have no moral nor legal authority to speak on behalf of anyone. They are divisionalists and factionalists, hell-bent on sowing seeds of division, but all their efforts will not bear fruit. He is a fugitive from justice and will not be long before his inflammatory statements are dealt with. He is a self-serving individual, falsely claiming to speak on behalf of the veterans of the liberation struggle, and his rants are nothing but hallucinations. Mr. Geza and his partners in crime cannot rewrite Zimbabwe's history. Law enforcement agents are on high alert, ready to deal with anyone attempting to cause despondency within the country's borders, and no iota of imagination will create disunity within the leadership, both in government and in the ruling party ZANU-PF.
So this is what the government has said in response to Comrade Geza. And we continue to watch and see as everything is going to be laid bare as the time continues. So when we look at it, this is the response of Dr. Jenfan Muskwere, who is the Minister of Information. And, it's very, very important and critical to note that they say that they are on high alert and they are ready to deal with anything which is going to happen within the borders of Zimbabwe. So this is a challenge to Comrade Geza. What it means is we now wait to see how Comrade Geza is going to do whatever which has been doing. How are they going to respond to the utterances by the government spokesperson? So this is critical, this is important, and this is going to shape the political position of the nation of Zimbabwe. What we are praying for as Zimbabweans is peace. We are praying for peace because we do not want a situation where Zimbabweans would be involved in some clashes and skirmishes with the soldiers and the police. So we hope and believe that they are going to resolve whatever which is happening peacefully. If Comrade Geza mobilizes his people into the streets, we expect to see this government exercise restraint. So they have a chance to talk to one another, to solve issues, to fix issues. But if they use force and Comrade Geza then moves on to deploy his supporters onto the streets, then it becomes a problem. So this is it in Zimbabwe. Comrade Geza spoke whatever which he spoke, and we have seen the government coming out right now through Dr. Jennifer Muskwere to issue warnings and threats against Comrade Geza and anybody who might think of anything within the borders of Zimbabwe. So this is very, very important. This is what we have for you. And we will continue to watch and see what is happening in the nation of Zimbabwe. Our duty is to make sure that we bring the news as it is.